Hey everybody, it's time for another Redneck review. This is Robert here, and today we're going to be going over Nova number 12. Alright, this is a $3.99 book. It is done by Dogan and Medina. This book has been one of the high notes in the Marvel Now series. Not exactly, it's not aimed for somebody like me who's been a Marvel fan all his life and likes the older sort of characters. And it's Nova. I've been enjoying him since I heard he was coming back, but it's not been a bad one. All right, when we last left, Nova, he was looking for former members and helmets of the Nova Corps. Well, he found his way onto this old ship where this intergalactic hunter, as it was, who keeps trophies, has kept a one of the Nova's helmets on his wall. So we find Nova Sam Alexander heading towards sneaking on this ship, getting on here and trying to take back the helmet so he can figure out a way to die, to honor his fallen comrades, basically. And right now, so he goes, right now, so do I. There are a lot of ways out here for Nova to die. Let's see how this went. He finds out how these Novas are dying, so maybe he can figure out a way for him to be a better Nova. And we see the hunter who basically killed him for sport. He's like an intergalactic Kraven the Hunter. So this is a really bad-looking dude, for a kid to handle. So it's pretty cool. He goes, He gets surprised by the hunter who's finding him in his trophy room. He goes, you can't skulk around my ship unnoticed. I am Cadvian, and you are trespassing. You have something that belongs to me. This Sam says to him. He goes, in a moment, that will be true. So he takes this big, awesome hunter, is basically annoyed by this kid. He takes his staff or spear, and he goes, when I psychomagnetize my weapon. So it basically just pulls the helmet right off his head. He goes, hey! He goes, nice helmet. It's more stylish than the one I have. Give it back. You murdered that Nova, he tells him. And the hunter tells him, matters are not always what they seem, kid. So basically he might have had a reason for doing it. He goes, I hunt for profit or sport. You're neither. So he tells him, look, you're not like the other one. You're not even worth my time. He goes, now I'm insulted. He goes, this is the only time I'll warn you. That Nova helmet is my trophy. I earned it. Now go. Fly, Novaling, and don't come back. There's no way I'm just going to leave it here, Sam tells him. He goes, and all of a sudden, one of the ship starts to teleport part of his body away. He goes, well, you're not getting away that easy. And he basically throws him out into space, and the ship is like 1,000 parsecs away at that point. Or not. I don't understand. I'm playing chess now. He makes this wonderful little statement. He goes, I don't understand. I'm playing chess now. When am I going to be a mastermind? He's just, it's this awesome little bit of humor. They tell him, I'm playing chess. Why aren't I a genius at this point? Okay, helmet, change of plans. That Cadvian jerk can keep the old Nova relic. I'll use it to find him later. Now, no more dead Novas for a while, he says. Did you just hear me? No comprende? And the helmet is pushing him on towards other stuff. Wait, this is different. This isn't a dead Nova. It's a distress call. Nova is on the way. So basically, the helmet's getting a distress call from another Nova. So there could be others out there. I'm sure all my teachers, and especially while he's in space, he starts thinking to himself, I'm sure all my teachers, and especially Principal Philibin, are mad I missed school again. That boy needs serious help, Principal tells him. He goes, well, his mom is he's just basically thinking about what's going on. The book is telling you what's going on. The principal's worried about him. He tried to reach out to him, show him what he could do if he really applied himself, because he thinks he's just being a slacker, the usual superhero mumbo-jumbo. I'm glad to have the help. Welcome aboard. And, his mom was trying to look for a job since her husband's been gone, but hadn't worked out so well. He goes, thank you, I won't let you down. down, she says, and there's this help one at a restaurant. She's got a job, and she's telling me, I can't wait to start. She's trying to be a good mother in the absence of her husband. Well, the story switches back to space, and we find him engaged with the distress signal, and he finds that these two ships are attacking this old Nova transport. He thinks, okay, look, there's a whole ship full of Novas in there. I've got to try and help them. So we see him, trying to attack them with his powers, and I don't see why they need ships if they can fly through space like that. I mean, they're the Marvel version of the GL Corps. I mean, they should be able to handle it. All right, stop, Helmet. Tell them to halt. Send a threatening text. That's the end of it. Don't make me cut your ship to ribbons, he tells him. And he does. He manages to do a lot of damage to it. He goes, no, launch the EMP torpedo. They must not be permitted to escape. And he's basically covering for this other ship. They're exhausting weapons, firing missiles. He knocks it back to them. The ship is, disabled. We have failed. All is lost, the other ship tells him. And it looks like one of those situations where it could be, misunderstanding, and just because it's a Nova ship doesn't mean there's people on there that are Novas. So he quickly turns his attention to the other ship and takes it down and proceeds to board the Nova ship. Well, he gets on there. He doesn't find many people, but he goes several minutes later. He tells him, hello, do you speak English, Earth stuff, English, Espanol? And we find this rather unscrupulous character right here, who, you fought like a wounded Mumbai. I am in your debt. And, piece of advice in comics for all you newer readers who might be watching this: anyone who comes out with a dark hood in movies, video games, anything like that, probably not a good guy. So just keep that in mind. And, he comes up here, he thanks him and everything. I mean, he just saved his butt. I mean, he should be thanking him. I don't like owing debts, but I'll make an exception this time. I am Captain Skarn. What's your name, lad? I am Sam. They call me Nova. You're not Nova. You're not a Nova. I have so many questions for you. Sam's asking. This is a Nova ship. Why are you a non-Nova officer flying it? He goes, I'll give you some answers. Scar tells him. I'll give you any answers I can. I salvaged the derelict. It's an automated distress call. Its automated distress call must have alerted you, Nova. Inside this door is our modified power station. You can help us with a little problem. I hope you're not easily upset. This isn't my first rodeo, Nova tells him. Captain's gone. Nothing is going to shock me. That seems to be the problem. Well, we find out that the ship is being powered by a dead Nova. And he goes, my battery is dead, he tells him. And he goes, oh my freaking gosh, he tells him. This Nova had come under a microscopic attack. His body lived on even though his mind did not. This is awful. How did this... He was telling him, he told him, I can handle anything, and there's this dead body of Novas right here. Blame my tinkerer. And it comes out, it's a scroll. Never trust those guys either. It's not pretty, but this dead body has saved our lives countless times. I electrically stimulate his brain and then harness energy output by his helmet. He tells him gross. So basically, it's a zombie battery with superpowers. And basically the captain is asking him to, so we can just get a jump start. He asked him, he goes, what do you want me to do? He goes, I want you to take his place and reactivate the thing. So he's basically trying to swap out one Nova for another to create a power battery. Simply by charging our batteries. Of course, he's like, I don't know if I want to be a zombie or whatnot for this one. So he goes, but you don't understand. We're good people. We're good people. We can. He goes, you can help us, right? No, but this ship is my home. He tells him, and its inhabitants are my family. Before you make a decision, there's someone I'd like you to meet. She's like a daughter to me. Well, Gina, come meet our friend. And this little girl pops out, and Nova has a Sam Alexander, this one here, is a soft spot for kids. At least I've noticed. He goes, "Will you help us? She may not look like much to you, but this flying rat trap is our home." And, Nova, being a younger hero, is kind of taken back. He's like, "Well, I can help these people," and stuff like that. Because, in that case, I'll give it a try, he says. "Stand back. In case something goes wrong, I don't know what that could be, but maybe I'll accidentally bring the guy back from the dead, and then we'll have a zombie on our hands." The captain goes, "Good luck." And still, don't trust this guy. It doesn't end very well. He goes, I'm doing it, it's working." So the ship comes on power. They're making their way through, and he goes, and they're all really excited now. Their ship's working. He goes, "He could blow our batteries." "Okay, lad, enough." Best Nova ever, he tells himself. He manages to jump our car, and he's the best Nova ever. "You've helped us immensely, Sam," the captain tells him. "No, he has," the other guy says. "I just activated the power in his helmet." He goes, the girl goes over to him and says, "Thank you, Nova, thank you, thank you, thank you." And he goes, "Call me Sam, and maybe I don't have to go flying off right this second." He goes, "Oh, but we do." So the guy's telling him, "Oh, thanks for charging our batteries, but you have to leave now too." He goes, "Nice try, girl." So there's something wrong here. I was starting to wonder when I was reading this if it was really what they said, but turns out you'll see here in a minute in this thing, well, that everything's not as it appears. So he basically shoves him out the door after he charged the batteries. He tells him, "Where are you guys going now?" "Nowhere." "Huh?" He goes, "Goodbye, my friend. You will be remembered in our songs." He goes, "I don't know what we'd do without you. Glad to be of service." So he just thinks, he's trying to get somewhere. He's in a hurry, maybe an important shipping delivery across the galaxy he has to do. He goes, and then the captain immediately, after Nova leaves, goes in there and says, "Disable the ship's automated distress call. I don't want any more unannounced visits." So Sam returns to Earth after he threw his temper tantrum and went out into the universe. He tells him, you've got to. He goes in there, apologizes to his mom, and gets dinner. Because that's what he really came for. All right. Well, we move on to the epilogue of the story, and we find the captain and a girl at a remote planet. And he goes, "You promised me real food," the girl said. He goes, "If you don't want your reward, I know some other grateful mouths that will gladly eat it." So basically, this girl is a slave, and she was being used as leverage on Nova to power the ship. So we find that out really quickly, and it's a bad guy. Don't ever trust. Like I said, don't ever trust anyone in Hood. He tells her, "If you don't want your reward, I know some other grateful mouths that will gladly eat it." "Wait, don't put me back in there. At least let me eat it first." So she's taking this little thing of soup that her reward was. A little thing of soup, looks like, and she starts slurping it down. He goes, "Maybe you'll be the lucky one, Gina," the captain tells her. And she goes, all of a sudden these tentacles and arms start grabbing her. He's a slave trader, "Here, please, so hungry," they're all yelling at him. "I'm thinking of keeping one of you to swab the decks. The rest of you are going to go to the slave market." It's kind of sad. He wanted to really do good by these people, and he just ended up throwing that girl in slavery. So not the best start for our new Nova. Well, epilogue 2 is what our final part of today is going to be about, where the ships that were attacking this rogue Nova ship that's being taken over by that evil captain were Korriban. And as you know, the Korriban are the mythical race that Beta Ray Bill belongs to, one of the, I guess you could say, anti-clone of Thor. And they'll tell him, "Sir, our ships engaged the pirate vessel that attacked us in our absence. It was our hope that some of our missing citizens are still alive on board the salvaged Nova ship. However, our forces were engaged and defeated by a black Nova, apparently from planet Earth. You're in command, Grow, and continue to reach for the ship." So he's telling this guy, he's telling him, look, whoever his boss is, "You're in command, I'm going to go and find out who this Nova was." and it's Beta Ray Bill. So I'm really excited for this next art because Beta Ray Bill is an awesome little clone. I don't particularly like clones of everybody in the Marvel Universe, even though there's 1,000 of them. But this one, Beta Ray Bill is awesome. He's a cool little throwback. He's an alien Thor. You gotta love that. Alright guys, well this one I'm going to give a better review than I gave the last one. The actual art, it's been consecutive through the whole thing, so I'm going to give it a 4.75. There were just a couple of advertisements. 4.75. For the art, it's going to be a 5, just because it's awesome. Like I said, the story is sorry, I think I messed up there. The story is a 4.75. The art is a 5 because it's consecutive and just awesome. This cover really lets you know that there's going to be a dead zombie in here. So guys, that's it for your Redneck review on Nova number 12. Really enjoyed this one. A lot of comics have been a little lackluster. They usually get that way towards summer. But alright. Well guys, that's your review from Redneck Reviews from the Red Prince, and let us know how we're doing. Leave some comments down there. If there's something I can do to do better, let me know. Leave me some constructive criticism. God bless you all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.